It's an interesting day today, a forced rest day. There's freezing rain, actually raining outside. You might be able to see it in the window behind me, which basically means that when the rain falls, it just freezes on the ground and it covers the whole ground in ice, which means all the school buses have stopped running and a number of the schools are closed. So it is an interesting day. I'm forced to sit in the house rather than ski, and I've been skiing for the last 7 days straight. Time to reflect a little. It's also been quite exciting in that most of my friends at the patrol are keen to try and get me certified for this year. So I am going to be going on a course and getting qualified, which is brilliant because I really do love that, and I'll come to that a little bit later on probably. I have been reading up on my first aid, trying to get all that information back in my memory. It all seems to be there, and it all seems to be coming back quite clearly, which is great. On the spiritual side of things, I've been reading Robert Macfarlane's Mountains of the Mind, and the opening chapter I'm finding a little bit disturbing, really, one way and another. He talks about how he got into the love of mountains, and as a child read a lot of the explorers and those that were endeavouring to get to Everest, to the top of Everest, and the treks across the poles, and how they have inspired him. He particularly talks about a couple of explorers that got to one of the high peaks in the Alps and ended up with a lot of frostbite and a lot of and having to have various amputations before getting down the mountain, and that on one of his own expeditions of climbing up a mountain, he and a friend were close to the top, and he realised it was getting hard and they were beginning to feel sick, but actually the desire to get to the top was more important. And actually, he ended up getting quite ill and was then had to be helped down the mountain. And I guess that's the part that I really struggle with. I mean, I understand the human desire to want to try and get to explore, to get to the top of things, and ultimately, I see that as part of our exploration of God and exploration of God's amazing world, and I do get that. But when it comes to your own health at risk because of that, and I think this is part of probably my patrol experience as well as being an advanced first aider, the understanding that the first thing you think about before you go into any situation is the danger of further injury to yourself and to whoever's there. So if you're in danger, then actually the likelihood is other people are in danger as well. So you don't go out of your way to make it dangerous for other people. And it feels like the adventures that Robert is talking about, that's exactly what they did. You know, they put an awful lot of other people out, actually getting them off the mountains, the medical experience that's needed to actually help them survive. So why would you put other people through that for a few moments, even if it's hours, of the glory of doing something? So I've been reflecting a little bit on that. I understand wholeheartedly that there will be bumps in life, and that actually, you know, it's not always going to be smooth, anything that you do. And part of our struggle here on Earth is to actually overcome some of those bumps, but not to the extent of putting other people in danger, to enjoy moments of glory. So with that in mind, some experience of skiing in bumps. I hope you enjoy. So these are the moguls on Flickr in Snow Valley. Got some nice rollers to begin with, which help you get into the smooth motion of it. And then the moguls themselves are really quite nicely spaced apart, which means that actually, yeah, good fun to do, and with some more snow on them, eventually they'll be very nice moguls.